All right, guys, the time has finally come. I finally got my coilovers in for the E36. I decided to go with max speeding rods. Now, for those of you who know max speeding rods, you know that these are essentially eBay coilovers. I ended up only getting them for 288 bucks. I decided not to go with super expensive coilovers right off the bat because I figured it would make more sense for me to drop just like a little bit of money right now and learn on these coilovers and get used to drifting. And then later on, I can drop some more money on some nicer coilovers like BC or something like that. Now, in the listing for these, they looked a little more red, but these, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but these are more like a fuchsia color. I don't know. I still dig it. I think it's gonna look good with the green on the BMW. Now, just for reference, this is the car at stock height. Pretty fat gap in the front, not so much in the rear, but hopefully we'll be able to level this out and make her nice and low. But without further ado, let's get this car up on jack stands and let's get installing these things. Alright, so we finally got the front strut out. The most annoying part was, I don't know if you can see it, but where it mounts to those two, the strut just didn't want to come out off of that little stud right there. So we ended up having to just bring the wheel back to straight and then just kind of jiggled it until it fell out. Now to install the new one. Now these already came preloaded from the factory, so all I'm doing is adjusting height, and then I'm just gonna match it to the other side. Alright, after what seems like hours of fucking with this thing, finally got her installed. The biggest thing was getting this fucking top bolt back in here. The other side's gonna be the same exact thing, so I'll just come back to you guys once we get this all done.
The next day.
It is now day 2 of the coilover install on the E36. We got both of the fronts installed yesterday. We just have the rears to do today. I would have filmed last night of us dropping the car back down, but by the time we got everything done, I was just so over everything and it was getting late. I was tired. I just wanted to be done with the thing. But honestly, I mean, she's still not super low, but even with the back now, I'm debating on whether or not I want to go a little bit lower. I'm thinking I might. I'm not totally sure yet. I think we'll just see how the back goes. Alright, so we finally got the old spring out of the rear. My plan is to kind of keep it around the same height that it was before, but maybe just a little bit lower. So what I'm gonna do is I'm kind of just, I matched it up to the same height as this spring, and then I just lowered it down just a little bit. Hopefully that'll work. Alright, so we got the rears in. Not nearly as hard as the fronts were, but the only issue we really had was getting this to reach the actual shock itself. Once we were jacking this up, it would start to lift the car off the jack stand, so I'd have my girlfriend sit in the back of the car. But we got it in there. Now on to the driver's side. So we got the rear totally installed. She's not even on the ground yet, but she sits so fucking, oh. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to lower the fronts, I think. Here, you wanna take this and from the drop? All right, 3, 2, 1. Whoop. Oh, that's actually, I'd say it's about perfect, honestly. I'd say that fitment's pretty good compared to the front though. Yeah, we'll definitely have to lower the fronts a little bit. So I guess let's take her for a drive. So right off the bat, the steering feels way more responsive. Swing around that corner pretty fast there, bud. Definitely feels a lot stiffer. They feel a little bouncy, but I guess that's to be expected with coilovers so cheap. But we might be able to adjust that out a little bit. Makes everything feel a lot more responsive though. There's a lot less movement when getting on the gas, so it feels a bit more responsive. Let's go see if there's anyone in the parking lot over here. Let's see how speed bumps go. Ooh. Okay. Not bad. She doesn't scrape. Is there anyone in their cars back here? Ooh. Oof. Yeah, fuck speed bumps. Just go around this thing. Yeah, definitely in need of a welded diff. She feels a lot stiffer in the turns though. Feels a lot more stable. For sure. You want to get out and go stand on the sidewalk? All right, my drifting skills aren't the best, but I can definitely tell you she needs a welded diff. Feels tight though. Feels really tight. I feel like that dude knew straight away what we were doing. All right, time for Slurpees? Bad. I forgot my mask. So Kaylee had to go in and get the Slurpees for us. She was making fun of me though, cause I like to mix cherry and Coke. And she hit me with the yikes. She really hit me with the yikes. Hey, there she is. Look at her being responsible with her mask. 36, baby.
I only have big ones.
That's perfectly fine with me. I honestly couldn't be more happy with these coilovers right now, to be honest. I mean, they do feel like $280 coilovers, but I mean, hell, they get the job done. Hopefully these will last me at least a few events. I don't know. I hope they don't break down on me right away. But I think that's gonna wrap it up. Hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video.